I'm just getting a little stretched out, and then gonna dance my little heart out, I think. I should probably move this way. You're gonna want to see this. Okay. Oh yeah. That's a little bit. Woo! Usually go a little bit slower for the blood rush reasons. Okay. I think I'm going to want to do overhead. So I'll do something like this. And I'll do this. I've noticed since doing that, I mean, not fully, but I can almost like French press my own body weight over my head. Hello, Montserrat Rivera. And then, welcome. I'm doing a little different tonight. No karate. We're just doing dance and dancey feeling things. So, I hope you're ready for the show. I'm going to I'll do one more like front lever-ish thing, and then we'll get started. It just feels so good on the shoulders, you know? If you haven't done this in a while, I would recommend it. We do it as children because our connective tissues are liquid, you know, but I wonder why you're tight, because you never get into strange positions. Like this. You know what I'm saying? Let's move over to the living room, shall we? Okay. Let's see how we do here. How's everyone doing? How do we feel? It's Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. Yeah, this looks pretty. Thank you. It's landlord special beige. So I have a bunch of other shit lying around, but this is like sort of a gym slash dance slash karate slash, you know, everything else. Actually, I'm gonna go on the floor first. Let's do floor work. I don't know how much y'all have seen of modern dance, but that's what I do. So, not as popular. Feels a lot better than karate, though, let me tell you that. I'll get some music going eventually, but we're just gonna start nice and easy. Asmund, No. Really? Asmund? Asmund? Do you think Asmund's got something on this? Come on. Come on. All right, you guys got to tell me whether we want the additional light on or off. Oh my god. Okay. Do I still have good cuts? It's not as good. See? Look at that. I don't know, you tell me. Let's get on the floor. Shall we? Okay. This is the star. Fetal curl. Big X. Other side. Fetal curl. Big star. A lot of modern dance is just doing what babies do naturally. Let me see if I can. I want to do karate when I was younger. I was a white belt who was going to get promoted, but he tried to scam. So when we declined. Yeah, there's a lot of scams, a lot of McDojos. And if you're not wise to how they operate, you don't know. And parents don't know too. That's the other problem is like, you know, you might be like, okay, mom, this is like fake. And it's like, they wear the thing, you know, so whatever. If you really want to see some karate stuff, I'll show you some very easy things. But you got to ask, okay? Why don't you do karate now? I started when I was like 10 years old, and then we moved, and then I practiced for a couple years as a teenager. I went to college, and then I practiced for a few more years as an adult. So, and we had like people in their 40s, 50s in some of the classes at my last dojo. All right. All right. Let's get on the floor. Give YouTube a nice shot of everything, you know? I don't have a very good point. But when you're a man in the dance world, nobody really cares. As long as you can pick people up and throw them around, that's enough. Okay, other side. Oh. Oh. The good thing about karate now is that you can research these places and know kind of ahead of time what they're like. Hello. All right, you want to see? Okay. Because I'm a sucker. Let's see. You got your front kick, your roundhouse, your side kick, right? Spin hook. I don't know if you could hear my hip pop. And then you got the, you know. It's fun to do. That's all I'm saying. All right. How are we feeling? Hello. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. I think I'm wearing a little bit of a different outfit this time. Never did the side hook. Everything else I did though. That's probably above yellow belt though, like at age or something. I'm not sure what you mean. Um, yeah, I don't know. Depending, like some techniques, yeah, you shouldn't teach at yellow belt, like spinning hook kicks. But karate, a lot of it is like they give you a ton of the stuff up front, which is half the problem because like it's just like a ton of material. Boxing gives you like six things, and you just do that for 6 months. But it opens things up. I mean, even in Krav Maga, like I went to Krav Maga, and we would be like doing some like sparring drills, and I would like do like Nidan Tobi Maigiri, right? Jumping front kick, and like push people back, and then the coach would be like, "Cut that karate shit out," and it's like, it it worked, and he's like, "Well, you're not level 2 or whatever," and it's like, bro, orange belt after yellow. Rather be on this live on PC, but I'm too lazy. Yeah, I tried horizontal streaming a couple times, and like no one really showed up, so I figured this is what people want. I broke my pinky finger on my dominant hand. Damn. So you got to walk around with the splint, right? Like you're always got your pinky up when you're drinking. Oh, it sucks. Dominant hand. You could argue that it's like a good opportunity for, training the other hand. It's good for your brain too. But I mean, hard when you like instinctually do stuff too, and it's like now your mind is like prepared for when your hand is relaxed, so it's not thinking about like this extra space. So like I bet you're like more prone to hit it too, which is like great for the break. All right. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry. And there's not much you can do except like wait around, right? And then like try not to use it. Let's see. This thing's all over the place. I don't know whether the mic's gonna work on it. Oh, okay. All right, let's do a little ballet. Man, it sucks. Like I used to dance all the time, and like now my feet cramp up constantly. Actually, I'm gonna put these on when I turn. I'll do some spins later, but I gotta get my joints kind of ready for it. A little arabesque line. I've got back issues, as some of you already know, so I can't really do high arabesques, which sucks because like I had a good one. Like I could back kick over the head. Take a break from training for a few more weeks. Yeah, it's hard to take breaks from training. But I find like I mean Bruce Lee, he fucked up his back. I don't know how familiar you are, but he took like 6 months and he like invented a bunch of exercise machines, and so you can use the downtime like you if you can't train anyway, you might as well like explore some other thing, or maybe it's like toe strength, right? Like gripping stuff, like I don't know, something weird. Because I mean, what are you gonna do anyway, right? Okay, I can do the other side, but I think my front's a little more engaging than my back. Can you see? Can you see the? Can you see the foot? I can't undo that high. I'm sorry. Oh, did you hear that pop in my foot? Christ. Pique, 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 pique means to prick in French. To the side. I'll do port-de-bras. Port-de-bras is carriage of the arms. This was the thing I was the worst at because my muscles are tight. And this position is actually super fucking hard to hold. You have to like rotate the elbow in this way. So it's like rolling it forward, but you can't be like up here. You gotta be here. Goodbye, Cameron. I think that's your name. That was loud. Okay, well at least we got it on film, you know? At least it makes for good content, as they say. Arabesque. Da-da-da-da. Do you like my ballet teacher outfit? I can turn the heat off because I'm heating up. You know what I'm saying? Do we like dance? So tough. Well, I think you're tough. I think you will make it. At least it's the pinky. I mean, I don't know when I talked about this, like maybe on last stream, but it's like I've broken like a few knuckles and things. Um, like my ring finger on my right hand like bends very slightly inward in a way that's it's not optimal. So at least you got it fixed. A lot of people don't, and then they let it heal, and then that just hurts forever. Hip, hip hop. And then we do the little balance on the other side, and then we pull up to passe to the front, and your foot cramps up because you don't point your feet. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I am balancing. Is this good? Okay, I overdid it. I overdid it. I scrolled and saw an emo lizard girl, so I think my time should be well spent here instead. Well, I sometimes do requests, particularly for you know, considerate viewers. It's because my friend slammed this big truck door when my pinky was still by the door area. Oh, I mean, here's the real question: how did they react? Were they, you know, apologetic? Can you lord the finger over them a bit? You know, like, oh, ah, ah. That last bit. of the range is it's so hard on the back. It's so much leverage. And then I can't go to the back. To the back. Mm. Okay. Oh, right here, totally fine. I don't care. Here, it's like all the way up and then under because we're in the psoas territory. Okay. Honk if you know psoas. Oh, God. Okay, let's see. Oh, I can't do a ton of this. It's like, oh, these small muscles. Oh. It's good core training, though. I want you guys to understand. He was saying sorry, but I don't think he even cared. He was high. I mean, to me, it sounds like you know where to send the bill for the hospital when it comes in the mail. You know what I'm saying? Nice and easy. I can kick higher, but when you swing the whole leg, it really heavy. Oh. All right, let's do the side. The side's the flashy one. Kinda. This is my bad side. This is my bad side. Okay. Trying to stay long while I kick my legs out. It's hard. That's the thing. Dance, ballet, it's hard as hell. The job is to make it look like it's easy. Okay, left side. Left side, here we go. This is the good leg. Batma. Okay. Little ones to the back. Oh. Oof. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's try something a little crazy. What's this? Why is raising the knee so hard to do, but it looks so easy? I mean, the leg is a lot heavier than you think it is. And once you get, like, you have to use these small muscles on the front of your leg to lift the leg up. You have these big muscles to extend the knee, right? But to lift the leg up, it's these very small muscles here. And this is a long ass thing. So, like, the farther away something is, it's like heavier, right? Like, if you had 20-pound dumbbell on the end of a stick, it would be hard to hold out here, but you can hold it here. Same principle, right? So the farther away you get, the leverage is just super bad. You have tiny muscles. And then when you cross 90 degrees, you switch to even smaller muscles that wrap up into your spine here. So this is now like a heavy core exercise, but the same muscle that's doing this wraps underneath the hip and then up to your low back. When I do it, it stretches my leg, so I can only lift it briefly. I said it 2 times since I can't find a comment. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is like I started as a bodybuilder. I was like 220 pounds, and I injured myself on a squat. then I found dancing, and they were like, you can't be an enormous hulk of a man. Like, you have to lose muscle weight. So then I came down and, I discovered all these things. So, like, I could pick people up with one hand, like throw them, but I couldn't lift my leg because it was like too tight, too tight. It took me like probably like 4 months to start seeing measured progress, right? It was like I couldn't really touch my kneecaps, honestly. And then eventually I got to the point where I could touch my toes and everything else. So it just takes a lot of consistency, and you won't like see progress overnight. There are ways to stretch that are like permanent, but it's like super intense, and most people like, I don't recommend that. Pale? Me? Yeah. Oh yeah. This is like off white, so I'm not like ghostly, but it is the winter. No, that's not. I mean, I'm this white constantly. You know. You know. So it's hard, and it's like if you had to lift your leg up to like step up really big, or like, I don't know, wall jump to like eat and survive, then it would you would be using those muscles, but you've lived your whole life not ever needing to get your leg, anywhere up here. So, yeah, you're starting from square one. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm going to do a little bit of turning, but if you guys want to see something, you gotta say something. You understand? Gotta say something. All right. Okay. This is going to be the wild shit. Not wild, but, well, it's just going to be very different for me than it will be for you. Do you know anything I can practice to do question mark kick? Yep. So the question mark kick requires a lot of dexterity in the hip. So if first you have to get a good front kick and a good roundhouse kick. Once you can get both and you've got them like real solid, then you have to work on the transition. That's the hardest part, right? If you can get good at the transition there, the rest is super easy, right? So that is the hardest part. So, and if you can go from a dead stop and pivot out, then you'll know you have a lot of control. Because when you throw with like actual, like the momentum helps you so much that all you have to do is like lift the heel. So practice the transition. So you're going to start with your hips facing forward, everything facing forward, right? And then you're going to open up by pressing up on this foot just a little bit, just enough to get your heel off the ground so that when you turn, it doesn't drag, right? So you press a little bit, move that hip forward, and you turn out. So you go from this facing for a powerful front kick to open hip facing for the powerful round kick. So practice the transition. Once you can do that, I would say the I would say work on your balance in all of these positions here. And notice the more I open up, I'm like shuffling forward. This gives me a lot of control. So like I don't need this level of control, but that means even if I like throw it weird or like off, I have the ability to place it where I want to, right? Instead of just like throwing it with abandon and then hoping it comes down. Does that make sense? So the pivot is on the ball of the foot. So you press down here so you can spin. And you might also lift the toes a little bit. I notice sometimes my pinky toe will like drag. So if I like, instead of doing like this to pivot, I'm kind of doing that, right? So the toes kind of pull up a tiny bit. So that is what allows you to do like spins, like what I'm about to do. All right, this is going to be interesting. All right, if I eat shit, you guys got to call somebody, okay? All right? You promise? Hey, you pinky promise? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, I had to. Okay. Let's just see how slippery we're feeling. Okay. All right, not bad. Not bad. I didn't do any spotting. Here, I'll pull this up a little bit. I subscribe. Keep growing your channel. Hope you reach 100K. Oh, lots of stuff coming. I'll have classes, master classes, a lot of stuff. So, if you're interested in karate, I mean, I could probably teach you very soon here. Yeah. Other hand, hell yeah. Okay. So there's like in ballet, you have these like ways to turn, right? One way is like towards your back, right? So my right leg is in front, so I turn towards the back leg. There's also turning towards the front leg, like that. Kudos, os. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know how much, people want to see me do pirouettes or whatever. Oops. Okay. Okay. It's all right. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Whoop. I was never really... I'll grab the mic. I was never really good at, like, the super strict ballet turns, like... But for some reason, like, when I throw it off kilter or, just kind of, like, do it with abandon, it tends to work out more. I don't know what that says about me. Oops. No spot. Okay. I gave up. I gave up in the middle, you know what I'm saying? That was better. That's what we like. Okay, let's try this again. Ugh, no, I'm not confident. My left leg is my doing stuff. My right leg is the powerhouse. Okay. All right. Let's try Ande Dan, which is this way. And then we'll get crazy, okay? All right. Oops. Okay, that was almost a double. All right, let's try the other side again. See, but I did it like less balletic, and so that's why it worked better. All right. Yeah, see? Easy. Easy. But it's crazy and weird, so. You know? Okay. Okay. Oops. Whoa. Okay. Oops. Nope. All right. What about like a coupe? coupe is where you have the foot at the ankle. It's easier. You generate momentum in a weird way though, like you can't just like from here. Well, you kind of can, but you really gotta like, to really get going, you gotta like throw into it. Okay, okay. Whoops, whoop. Okay. Throw yourself into it. Throw yourself into it. Sort of. And then when I do salsa dancing and stuff, I cheat, right? It's like super hard to do this in ballet because you gotta like make it clear you're on one leg. You can cheat in salsa dancing by just kind of switching between. This in ballet would be a chaîné turn. So it's like here, left, right, this way, constantly turning. But if you just keep the heels lower, nobody knows, and everyone thinks you're just spinning 50 times. Oops. Spinning on this is shitty because like my toes will catch. I'm like pressing down, you know. Okay. Let's see. There's no way I can do fouette turns. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. Okay. Oh my God. All right. Again, if I eat shit, you have to call somebody, okay? Oops. Okay. Let me just get going. Ooh. That's the idea. Okay. I know this is like super entertaining. It's so hard. You basically have to do a calf press every time. Hello, Mr. Mad Martial Artist. I'm taking a month away from the gym to improve my physical self without weightlifting. Hell yeah, Shonen. Oh, it's kind of what I'm doing today. I'm doing like sort of my dance stuff. I'm doing spins and, you know, like flexibility, mobility, stuff that, especially as you get older, you know, you have to maintain that stuff. The only reason I stay flexible is because I like stay on it. Good for you. For me, it's super hard. I don't know if you can hear me. For me, it's super hard to take any time off. I feel like, you know, I'm losing out on like potential maximum, you know, whatever, which is bad. You have to rest. So if I had taken like a month off every once in a while, I would not have my injuries that plague me today. Let's get a little light in here. Let's try it. Okay. There we are. Yeah, can you see me? Well, Shonen, if you need any tips, help, encouragement, what have you, I'm your guy, okay? Let's see if I can, I'll do a couple more turns now. Slow it down a little bit. Slow it down. Okay. 2, oh, almost 3. Hello. All right. Woo. Okay. That was good. That was good. Proof of concept. Whoa, that was off. I knew right away. Sometimes you just know. You know? 1, 2. The turns are in there. They're in there. Okay? Okay. I'm too dizzy. I gotta take a second. You want to see something? Call it out. A little PK turn, maybe? That's an easy one. PK turn is where you prick, right? But you have to sort of jump onto the foot. So you have to like put your foot out way over here, and then you jump onto it, and you turn. I'll show you. Again, if I eat shit, you have to call somebody, okay? Okay? Minimum. Whoa, a little high. A little high. Let's go this way. Whoops. Kind of like that. Peek here and down. Do you understand? Do you see? Okay. All right, I'm gonna go for a pitch turn. I gotta be nice to my back, but let's see. Do you know what it's like to fucking fly? Because I do. All right. Let's try it the other way. Do you see? Do you understand? I worry you lack understanding. Pitch, 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 up. So you have to keep reaching up for the turn to like maintain. It's like you have to stretch both this way constantly and backwards at the same time. Are you simulating ice skating? No. Modern dance. When I was not practicing martial arts, I was practicing dance. So just doing a little different, you know? Something a little different. Plus, ice skaters do like 50 turns. Let's see. I don't know if I can change the turn and like come out of it into, you know, something else. Let's see. Let's see. You gotta believe though. The secret is you gotta believe. Believe. Whoops. Believe. Almost. Almost. Chasing almost. Forevermore. Kind of like that. That was good. I think maybe if I don't haul ass into it, it'll work better. Story of my life, you know? I'm gonna go to bed. See you when's next stream? Probably, I think Thursday I'll do next stream. Sorry I missed that earlier. I'll probably be doing karate at that point. So if you're interested in the karate later this week, I'll also be releasing a couple classes pretty soon. Is it possible to interpret dance efficiently into fighting? Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people have this idea of interpretive dance, and maybe it looks a lot like what I was just doing, you know, like a lot of like, that kind of stuff, you know, but yes. I mean, a lot of people they underestimate the skills that dancing gives you, right? It's the main reason why I took 10 years off martial arts and I was still able to kick to the head no problem, and actually easier. So now everything I do, before it was all about muscles and like gah, gah, and like strength of just like individual, but learning to dance taught me how to do it easily. So now it's like no big deal. I can pull it out like whenever. Looking good, Nick Cage. Yeah. Can you do Muay Thai? Yes. It's dope. But I did it for like almost 2 years straight, and all of the pivoting, the like up, because the Thai kick is you go like high up on the ball of foot. It was shredding my knees, so I was like, I had to like stop, and that's why I've saved some of those. Can you be my god and teach me everything you know? Well, something South Philly, yes. I am a generous God. Okay? 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 You want muscles? You want me to give you muscles? You want me to give you grace? Move like a lion? Right? That's another thing I learned dancing. It's like carrying yourself is like, a lot of people like walk around and it's like this, and it's like, yeah, no wonder no one approaches you, right? But it's like, if you're like tall, like, look how much taller I got, right? It's like this. I'm on my phone looking at Tinder, it's swiping, versus like lifted chest supported from the back and like, right? There's a difference. And that there's like a stage presence, right? So like being seen and like kind of like playing to that and being open to that is a skill. Confidence will get you very far. Those kicks are only snap kicks. I don't know what this means, but I'll allow it. What a shiny bald head you have there. Thank you. Thank you. It's sort of got this strange alien kind of, when they removed the power cell from my brain, it left something. Name a car for an edit. I don't. I honestly don't know. Please put a shirt on. No. Which martial art has the best roundhouse kick in your opinion? Oh, puke face Wilcox. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Do you want me to hold your hair? Ah? Which martial art is the best roundhouse kick? I mean, it's hard to say. Like, Muay Thai has like the most powerful. I would say Kyokushin, but takes a lot of power. But they also have the ability to throw like really like high up on these angles, right? So like they can hit you with like a roundhouse kick super close. So that is like, I feel like sometimes more valuable than like an extra 40 pounds of force, right? It's already a kick. It's already like strong. But if you can like haul ass straight up here, pop, like maybe inside the guard too, like Taekwondo, they have the sharpest roundhouse kick. When Andrew Tate has free time, you think Andrew Tate has like learned how to dance? No. He could never spend 15 hours a day surrounded by hot women in leotards and like lifting them over his shoulders, right? He's too interested in men for that, which is fine, but he doesn't understand that he's into men. He's like, pa, 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 elbow, 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 elbow. I'm gonna try and take his face. You know what I'm saying? Like a chimp. Good dancers are good fighters if you think about it. Robot chicken wings. I have thought, and I've lived it. It's again, it's like all the skills are like they just get ramped up because in karate you're like, oh, my hips are this way, my hips are this way. It's like, wow, it's very complicated. In dance, it's like my pelvis is like tilted 2 degrees this way and this way, which is like stretching this side and contracting this side. And it's like super, like, no, like, never in my life did I think that people would be so obsessed with my fucking pelvis and like where it was in space, right? When you're at bar doing ballet and like your teachers are literally like, they have their hands on your like sacrum, like push, and it's like, oh shit. This message is held for review. These are my favorite. I'm gonna show this. I probably shouldn't. Daddy waffles. Are these an achievable aesthetic, or do I have to staple my own pepperoni? Well, these came pre-installed for me, so I wouldn't. They were a gift, so I couldn't tell you where to pick up your own, unfortunately. Voldemort's gay cousin. Shit, give me a magic wand and I'll perform some magic. You know what I'm saying? You're saying? I feel more confident already. Good. Can you get a toupee? No. I mean, I shave my head because it feels really nice. I don't like the sensation of having the like Velcro. But I'll never wear. I'll wear wigs for entertainment purposes. but not for like, I don't give a shit. Brianna, I'm gay. Well, that's great. Welcome, gay Brianna. I saw you on the old idiot box in Rhode Island. I don't know if that's a reference to the Impractical Jokers or not. Um, that's probably the big one. Bro face. I don't know what that means. This guy's the Spike Dudley brother. You look like the guy from Impractical Jokers. Oh yeah. Hopefully a little more, you know? Like, is this better or worse? Tell me. Is this does this look like a joke? This isn't even the best lighting. You know what I'm saying? Start charging people to rub your head for good luck. I've heard that before. If people are paying, they certainly may. Which martial art is the best roundhouse kick? Probably Muay Thai, honestly. You could argue Kyokushin has some different angles. They also have the Brazilian kick where you like turn over and kick down. It's not really like super effective. Don't put a shirt on. Thank you. Okay, we have one vote for shirt, one vote not shirt. Oh, see, I can't show the obvious bot copy pasta of wanting to buy my sweat or something like that. I always wondered where taco meat came from. Something will defeat you. How's my day? Pretty good, actually. It's Tuesday. Um, I did some dancing, did some twirling, some spinning. If you guys want to see some twirling, we can do that. This is Tate. It's not, though. And, I get that I have a weak chin and the bald ass head. And if I do that face, I'm going to get clipped. So I'm going to try not to do that face from the meme. Voldemort's mighty fine. Thank you. Voldemort is, I like his aesthetic. Very serpentine. Whoever said you should put your shirt on did not speak for all of us. Well, Elizabeth, here you are. Okay? Actually, you know what? Thank you. Here you go. Here you go. Huh? Huh? What do you think of that? Huh? Know what I'm saying? Gay Joe Rogan. I would go gay to have his amount of money, but I wouldn't do the things he had to do. Why don't you go for Dana White, the contender? Yes, Brianna. She does like it that way, and I'm hoping it comes back. I grew up on Pierce Brosnan as the James Bond, and he had a hairy chest, and he did not have the intercostals. I'm gonna say right now, just like objectively. But the fur was like accepted, right? Back in the 70s, you had the V-necks here that like really, showed everything. It's I don't know that it's come back. Maybe I'm just getting older and some of like the people, you know, the best switch kick. I'm gonna say probably Taekwondo. I got my best switch kick from Dutch kickboxing, um, because the stance is so much narrower. The switch can be a lot faster, right? And you don't even have to like fully switch big. I find that the small one just enough to get like a little and the smaller and like choppier you kind of whoo you do it, the more energy you get into bam bringing that leg up. That's a nut kick. That's funny. Moist, interesting name. I'm gonna allow this comment against my better judgment. Who are you trying to impress? You. Okay, that's not impressive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is this what we came to see, you two? Is this what we want to see, huh? Anakin lightsaber spin, huh? Little horse stance, little reverses, Okay, roll over the back. Now we're upside down. Do you understand? Do you understand? No, you do not understand at all. Okay? You're literally bald Ariana Grande. How was that, huh? Did I defy gravity? Part man, part bear. We allow that comment. I wish I was. Ooh, I can't display that comment, but no, I'm not gonna put him away. Hello, Brianna Bishop. Hello. Bro traffic's kicks. That's true. Direct. You know what I'm saying? No checkpoints. You know, we're just having this conversation. It's in your mouth. Okay? It's so easy. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't. I'm not even looking at you, and already I've hit you in the chin. Already. This girl stole my name. I can't allow that, but that's funny. You got no jab? Really? 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 Oh, oh, oh. I like to roll into the pop lead hook. You know what I'm saying? Really double up. This sometimes is just like here so that you can't see. And then, and yes, I hook lead palm in because that's you're at short range. Long range, you turn over, right? Here, I can't turn over. I do have poor rotation in my low back. I have a partially torn ligament in my spine. I have bone spurs on my vertebrae. I have like shaved discs. I have scoliosis. So, is is that Penguin Z1? See, I've thought that we kind of look like similar, right? Kind of like not a strong profile here. You know, kind of strong in here, dark. You know, kind of the like the stoner eyes. Bullshito. I love your shoes. They're socks. Thank you. How long have you been doing martial arts? I started 27 years ago. So I haven't been practicing like nonstop all the way through, but I like consider myself a martial artist for that whole time. More energy, more footwork. Okay. Okay. Are we talking like okay? So you want me to dance for you? You want me to dance? Okay. Kickball change and dominant cruise, right? Oh, oh, look at me. I don't understand how Mike Tyson does his footwork because, like, it looks like he just stays the same shape, but he, like, spins through the air. It's very strange. Fake martial trainer. Clown show. I can't show that. Show me one, two. Okay. Dancers tend to be good fighters even without training. It's just using your body, right? So it's like dancers are way more specific with what we do. You know, so it's like I don't rotate really big for a lot of reasons. I tend to stay like half cocked forward, so I'm like half ready to go here. I also do a lot of like weird shit, like I paw and like pull on gloves. I'll like pull them down. Pa! 1 2 is 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 1 2, 1 2. Turn. Boom! 1994 like a gangster. Avatar. My hair like comes in like like I have a balding pattern in a reverse Avatar arrow. Our body weight workouts, the epitome of fitness. In a way, like there is an argument to be made for moving an external load, but our bodies are designed to move ourselves through the environment. So we are designed to like hang and climb and like move. So we aren't really designed for like single repetitive tasks like curling a weight. Okay. You know, it's being able to move your body. You can use that forever, right? I've lifted heavy weights. My deadlift was like 585. My squat was 550. Bench was like 320. I could row 330 pounds for reps, and now I can't do that anymore. You have to maintain that. But I've maintained the ability to put my legs super high in the air, and I like I've retained the ability to like be mobile and move around in ways that like other people can't, you know? Like this is easy for me. I can get up and off the floor very easily. So like that will help you live longer. People die when they're old a lot of times because they break something and then they can't move. And then you can't take care of yourself. You get sores. You stop taking your meds because you feel like shit. And then, you know what I mean? I'm a great dancer. Brianna, I hope so. Why was the word hot held for review? We love that here. You gotta be related to Tate. Anthazar. Anthazar, you missed the show. And this is for free. This is for free. And those aren't my ribs, people. Okay? This is an intercostal muscle. Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay? Do you understand what you're dealing with? No. No, you don't understand. You don't understand. At all. I'm trying to make you understand. Ang, that's funny. Lil Tate, show me a 1-2. Okay. All right, we'll do a little 1-2. It's getting hot. It's getting warm. Okay. So 1-2 is going to be 1. Feet fall. 1-2. 2. 1-2. I don't know what that means. Are you bald? I don't know, you tell me. Oh, I can't show that. Grandma Gertrude, this is my special needs grandson. That is so funny. Taking up the armor. Looking for a shirt channel. It is. Robot chicken wings. You got to get over that, man. I can't show that comment, but you have to get over whatever that is. There is a context element to everything, okay? So the sooner you can make that distinction, the better you will do in life. Local senpai, I like that sentiment, but I can't show that word, you know what I'm saying? You need to oil up. Okay, we'll show that. I showed you a 1-2. Maybe I'm late on the chat. Oh, you retracted that at Abigail or something? I like this, okay? For two reasons. One, it drapes very well, okay? Actually, two, you can still see the guns a little bit in this. And three is because the hood is enormous. Look at this. Look at this. Do you understand? I keep asking if you understand, but I really don't think you do. Okay? You don't get it. All right? Everyone knows the depth of the hood is the depth of evil within the man. It looks disgusting. Well, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. That's the thing. The bald man from. Oh, that's funny. Oh, no. We don't show that. We don't show. You need to oil up. You don't understand. The body hair means that oil is like a huge, like, it's a huge issue. Your hair fell off your head on your chin. Don't like that. Okay. Megamind forehead. You look like Moist Critical and Andrew Tate. Well, I get the Moist Critical. I've only started getting today, but I've always thought I did. I don't like Obi-Wan's thing because it's like you have your laser like right here, and the closest thing to your enemy is like your open side. Hell no. Hell no. Trying to get the ladies hot? I am not trying to get the ladies hot. I'm trying to get everybody hot. Okay? We do not discriminate here. Do you do jujitsu? I did for a time. I was a white belt. My Bob dummy is wearing the white belt right now. I only really learned enough to like. I learned a few chokes, mostly chokes. Kimura is a good submission, I think, just because it's a good like weapon disarm position. Like you could end up in that position, so that could be really useful. Um, the Ezekiel choke is my favorite, but everyone sleeps on it and everyone hates on it. You know, everyone wants to get their hooks on the rear naked. Everyone's obsessed with the rear. I studied karate and kickboxing. Hell yeah, it's a good combo. Kickboxing came out of karate. I don't understand. If we voting, I say shirt, please. Well, what would you have me do once I put on the shirt then? Huh? Then what? This? Why do you look like a Timu version of the vocalist? I don't know. I'm a Timu version of a lot of things, I think. Shave the hair on your chest and put it on your head. It wouldn't look good. Bro, put a gi on. See, when I wear the gi, everyone tells me to take the gi off and they get upset. How are you, handsome man? I'm doing great. How are you? You guys. You guys. Put a gi on. Does everyone want me to put a gi on? I wasn't doing karate today. I was doing dancing. I'm here in Brazil. Hello. Get a shirt. What are you going to do if I don't? Joe, I can't show that. Bro is reading fake comments. I don't speak that language, so I can't. Oh, man. Whatever. Better looking than most guys on here. Thank you, Daryl. I appreciate that. And I recognize that looks are part of the equation. And I'm not like a model. You know what I mean? Like, I have a normal face, but, I do have some of the cuts. So, you know, Here's the thing, like I have been built like this my whole life. I was I was lean the whole time. I can't review these comments that are in languages I don't speak. Channel not recommended. How do you get the intercostals? Well, the intercostal, like the serratus anterior, the one that's up here, is the boxer's muscle, right? So, like a lot of like scapular protraction, pulling your God damn it! You just want my shirt off. Fuck it. You think I give a shit? Okay. So you want to get your scapula, your shoulder blade, protracted forward, which is gonna contract in here. Here, this way. See how my lat is here and then it butts up against these. So a lot of like hanging work will do it, like a lot of hanging crunches. Boxing will do it. A lot of like ab wheel work, that kind of stuff, especially when you like stretch your arms up and you get like deep into here, that'll do it. Boots with the fur. You got to eat more than salads. Um, let's see. Today I had oatmeal with nuts and fruit. I made myself a burger, but it was like, whole wheat, a bunch of seeds on the burger. They do not respect your ways, Sensei. Os. Thank you, Shonen. In this scenario, I am not concerned with these people. If they don't respect me, you know, they can fight me. You know what I mean? I appreciate it though. Bro's tweaking. Don't, Mr. Cauliflower Ear. I don't have cauliflower ear though. I avoided it. I didn't do a ton of never kick above your waist. Depending, do I do Pilates? I have a reformer in the other room. I don't really do the reformer workouts, but the way it's situated, a allows me to jump without the impact on my spine, which is huge. Um, but the other thing is I can do a lot of like it's like a reverse hyper, like where you pull resistance is this way, and then you pull back, and it's like really good for the hamstrings and the posterior chain, very good for your back. So that's what I use it for. But I've done pelvic floor exercises. I've done the like hundreds. I've done the like. I have a wheel somewhere. Anthazar. I'll show it. You know what? I got a soft spot for you. Reminds me, I need to deliver bratwurst to my neighbor's wife. Take my money. I wish I could. Um, Supers are not enabled yet. We got to get more subscribers. Put some respect on that nunchuck work. How? You want to see a nunchuck kata? Okay. All right. Got to not hit the overhead light. And do it to the back. One. Overhead. Here. 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 Same thing other side. To the front. Here. Over. Jump. Over the head, ki, stab, to nunchuck kata, traditional. How's that for respect? Put some ice on. Stop being effeminate. No. I am so comfortable in my masculinity. I'm a ballet dancer. You know how many women I've been surrounded by at all times? Personality, can't even hate. He's fire. Wish I could control fire. But thank you. When did LGBTQIA get into martial arts? As soon as people got into martial arts, motherfucker. Because it's just people, okay? And all of that stuff has existed. It's just only the Greeks wrote it down and took pictures, you know? Go on America's Got Talent, sing while using nunchucks. I can't sing things that are copyrighted. It's hard to think and like do the nunchucks at the same time. Are you a karate master? No. I'm a teacher. I'm a black belt, but nowhere near mastery. Oh, Anthazar, thank you. I appreciate that. I've been practicing Filipino martial arts for 40 years. Kick above your waist, you lose your leg. Yeah. Well, and if someone's swinging a knife, like, and you kick, you're gonna need all those tendons to run in the opposite direction. So, like, you should not put your very vital, like, arteries, you know. Love from India. Oh, when I was on tour with the dance company, we went to Mumbai and we spent like 3.5 weeks there. It was super cool. The culture shock was crazy. and, and I mean, we like stood out heavily, right? So like we did some performances and we trained with other dancers there. But we went to Elephant Island. We saw the monkeys steal a water bottle from under a woman's like jacket and like run away with it. And like they had the hair that they part. It was so cool, man. If you could see my avatar, you understand. It's too hard. Am I angry? A lot of the time, yeah. But he's as hard as a soup sandwich. That's funny. Reach out as if you're reaching for money. That elbow is the flimsiest elbow I've ever seen. This one? This elbow? Really? The flimsiest? You sure? You must fight in the dark because I'm sure that skin hasn't seen the sun since birth. Mostly true. When we were in Brazil, in Fortaleza, we were on the beach for like an hour tops. And I got sunburnt so bad that it was multiple layers of skin. It was purple. I still have a bunch of like marks from it. So my ancestors were from Scotland. Born to serve. He's a nice dude, but don't catch him live on some hating. He'll sleep you respectfully. How do you get intercostals? A lot of exercises. Here, come with me. Come with me. Oh, all my gis are hanging up because I'm drying them. I was washing all the fucking blood out of them. Okay, is that hardcore enough for you? Is that hardcore? You look like I'll allow this. You look like Johnny Sins. Thank you. I'll allow that. Put the fries in the middle. How far back am I in the chat? It's Brazil. Yeah, Brazil's crazy. Bladed stance Philly shell. I like a blend of Philly shell. So like I have this hip kind of forward and I'm like tucked, ready to like jam backwards. And especially in karate, they kick to your back. So like I've broken people's toes just by having this out here and fighting like this, and then they just kick you in the arm, and it's like yeah, it's a fight. You don't get points for that. The Sleepless Artist. In terms of black belt, I am a Shodan in Goju-ryu, Ishin-ryu, Shito-ryu, and Shotokan. I've trained in Rue-ryu, but I'm not certified in it or anything. Oops. Do you have a Facebook page? I don't. You want to see more pics. I'll work on the Instagram. I'm just doing that. What's your body count? That's for me to know and for you to wonder about at length. Go to the hood and try that. No. No. I'm I practice karate. It doesn't mean I'm stupid. Do you get laid? Mini Tate. Your elite mastery of the body mechanics is impeccable. Shonen. Wow. Is this a legit hangout or a manic episode? Why separate those? Why can't I go manic? Shitty physique. Interesting. Well, what do you think I can improve? What do you think I can improve? Probably the chest. Yeah, my shoulders and arms like overpower. I'm built like a gymnast. I'm not like built for big big Tita's. You need to lift weights, buddy. I have many times. I've hurt myself. How do I deal with southpaws movers as an orthodox? So what I do is I just fuck with their lead hand a lot. So a lot of people talk about like which punch to throw in strategy, but it's like honestly, both of your power shots are on the same side, both your leads. So you already know what's coming, right? So get that out of the way. My style of fighting is I am very annoying. I'll like pull on your feet. I'll like do little like foot sweeps and just like tap 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 pull tap pop pump. So what I would say is reverse it. Everyone's expecting the power shot, right? So or learn to go southpaw. Okay. I've always trained. He's only bald because he cheated. I've always trained both sides. It's because it's super valuable. Please do a search on who is Johnny Sins. Okay, sure. I'm gonna have to plug you guys in, which means no microphone. Okay. Hopefully, it's worth it. I don't know how the sound quality is. Do a kung fu kick. What do you mean by kung fu kick? What qualifies it as a kung fu kick? Legit MMA knowledge. Thank you, Robot Chicken Wings. I've spent a long time. He's the only human to ever defeat me. Who said I was human? Not me. Punches versus chops. Punches are better than chops. A lot of people don't train this part, and like if you do a hammer fist, that's one thing, and that's pretty powerful, and you can hit people pretty hard. Even for like from the front, like bashing the bridge of someone's nose with a hammer fist, a pretty good idea, honestly. But most people don't train like stiffening the hand for a chop, and honestly, you might as well just ball it up because loose fingers like around like teeth. Not good. Is that Velcro on your chest? Yes, it is. Fake power. That's a really funny name. You are cute. Will you go to dinner with me this week? Maybe. What are we having? Anthazar, you have a special spot for me? Thank you. I think I think I know the one. What would be my fighter nickname? I don't know, like probably something like kind of fucked up, like the cannibal or, the like, I don't know. What do you think my fighting nickname should be? You don't need some flashy, good-looking attack to F someone up. Yeah, but the only people that worry about that are people that can't fight. So it kind of doesn't matter. Anyway, intercostals, I talked about it, but you can't see shit. Let me just get the laundry out of the way. All right. Intercostals. I'm hanging from a bar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring everything in front of me, right? So here I'm hanging. Here my scaps engaged, right? Like we talked about earlier. It engages those muscles on the front, and then you just hold yourself there. It's called a hollow hold in gymnastics. So here, I've relaxed my upper body, but not my lower body. I'm so attracted to you. Thank you. I appreciate that. This isn't even the good lighting. That's the thing. It isn't the good lighting. And I hate that for you guys. You know, let's see. Hold on. Let's see what we can do. Okay. There we go. All right. You know, I told myself I was going to start charging for this kind of stuff, but you know, gotta build the channel. Roundhouse. Okay. Okay. Which flavor? This one. Head kick. There's the tie. Around Kyokushin low. Bam! They kind of drop it down. Oh, people fighting over me. This page needs more exposure. It's great. Thank you. Left. Double it left. Like 1, 2. Or like 1, 2. What are you talking about? Do it like Chuck Norris. How does Chuck Norris does it like toes forward? I think that's actually an old school roundhouse kick. Is they didn't do the tops of their feet. Like they didn't do kicks like this. They kicked you with the ball of the foot from around. It hits like a fucking truck. Throw some punches. Let's see this. Let's see the hands. Okay. Let's see. We got 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Pull. 4, 5. Cross, hook, cross. We got hook, slip, hook, cross, hook, roll, hook, cross, slip, cross, hook, cross, roll, cross, hook, cross. Roll backwards again. Hook, slip, hook, cross, hook, roll, hook, cross, slip, cross, hook, cross, roll, cross, hook, cross. Back it up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. How's that? Kung Fu Panda. I'll allow this, Antazar. I'll allow it. Thank you. Again, I don't have the meat I used to have anymore. Do you understand? I respect karate as a base for kicking. You should coach. Very positive. Thank you. I have. I've been teaching years and years. I mean, I don't have an active like student base right now. I'm hoping to build that up right here. You know, but I like coaching. And I know more than karate too. Are you in a gang? Interesting question from a man named Charles Xavier, asking if I'm in a gang. Which variation of karate is best for controlling distance? Man, I mean, probably one of the, like, Shotokan Shitoryu. Because a lot of the other, let me take a drink. A lot of the old school styles, very close up, and it's more like square. Everything kind of happens here. You know, you do all these like techniques in here, very short. Shotokan is more like here. Everything's like way at a distance, maximum length. So I'd say that Kyokushin is the hardest of cores of karate, but they stay very close. They do not fight at a distance at all. They just bam, 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 and they just like eat it. Health is wealth, that's right. 80s X-Men intro. I met Wesley Snipe at a black belt tournament in Hamilton, Ontario. Damn, that's cool. He was no joke. He could do some crazy shit. Maybe he still can, I don't know. Gotta put the laundry up. Bruce Lee. How many fights you got in your record? None. I have not fought in an amateur fashion. I'm only a professional dancer. When I started fighting, I was a little bit older, and when you get to that age, you start to appreciate your brain. Because, like, I'm already losing, like, my memory's not as good. You know, there's a lot of stuff that's like, I'm not as sharp as I was 10, 15 years ago. So I don't want any fewer brain cells. Karate is a weak man's Muay Thai. Fair? Is kickboxing in itself a martial art, or do world-class kickboxers use techniques from other disciplines? Both. Kickboxing is a martial art. Just because it's focused on sport doesn't mean it doesn't count, right? Tai Chi is a martial art, but they don't hit anyone hard at all. So the martial art is like training for fighting. Do kickboxers fight? Yes, martial art. Is there a set of like codified techniques that they use? Yes. Okay. Is there a specific kind of style that they throw everything in? Yeah. And there are variations. Like I'm a karate fighter, but I don't fight like out here, you know? I fight in here because I have kickboxing training. I have Krav Maga training. I have all kinds of, I've done Muay Thai, right? So I fight square because that makes sense to me. So just because someone does a style, I mean, there can be variations. Even in Muay Thai, there's like sub-styles. Like Muay Boran is like very elbow and hands heavy, very close. They don't do a ton of roundhouse kicks. I'm more of a Muay Femur guy, and that's more like the playful, you know, like Sanchai, you know, kind of funny kicks, like strange techniques. Wonder Boy versus MVP is the fight we need. Wonder Boy is underrated, but I feel like he splits his time too much. And he's getting older, too. He's like in his 40s, I think. But he has like his dojo in his hometown. What do you want me to do for you? Besides pose. Go Power Rangers. My first karate sensei was the Green Power Ranger, Tommy. I made a video on it. It was pretty fucking dope. It was very inspirational. He taught me nunchucks. I love the Power Rangers. I mean, I was there for the OG series. I didn't really get into, you know, like the dinosaur stuff, but, you know. That doesn't surprise me. Why? Why doesn't that surprise you? What do you think of prime karate stance McGregor? Great. Because he had that like distance management, but he could do, you know, crazy looping things and kind of like wacky. The fact that he was like strange and a weird hybrid mix is a huge part of why he was successful, right? If you know somebody's style, you know their weaknesses, right? But if you don't know what they're doing, and especially if you as a fighter, like if I don't know what I'm doing next, like you certainly won't. Do you have any old pics of you and Tommy? Yes. If you look through my long form videos, it's a ways back a little bit, but I have a picture of myself getting my green belt from Jason David Frank. That's his, you know, human actor name. But yeah, I have proof. I wouldn't make a claim without receipts. You know what I mean? See, it's good to get comfortable, like pressing your weight into things and moving around. You know, that's one of the skills, again, that dance gave me. Like, in wrestling, like, staying centered and, like, kind of floating when someone's moving is a huge part of it, right? So, like, one of the drills you can do is, like, you get onto a ball and you try and balance, right? Up, up, up. Those stretches look so satisfying. Not asking for proof. But yes, I do. And the cool thing about the Power Ranger Dojo, I call it that, it was called Rising Sun Karate, is when you get introduced into the Black Belt Club, which is when you start doing nunchucks and weapons, they put a black belt with your name engraved in gold on the back, up on the wall. And so you can look at it while you're training. It's like, oh, I'm going to get that, you know? Brilliant marketing. I mean, obviously, right? He's the Power Ranger. Those stretches look so satisfying. Yeah, I mean, I don't like this stance for my own personal reasons. Like, I need more movement ability. I like to fire my kicks from the lead leg. I'm not interested in like huge power shots necessarily. I want to like sneak it up under the solar plexus and like interrupt, you know what I mean? The breathing. So that's my style. I also need to protect my back. I can't like provide my weak spot to my enemy, you know? It's not smart. So I had to adjust. I used to fight like, kind of like back here, whoop, and I would do like McGregor style, you know, like overdone. But I would get kicked in the back over and over, and I just couldn't handle it, you know? How are we feeling, YouTube? What's the temperature? We hot enough? We need to turn it up? Is that better? Can't hold that indefinitely, though. What else? I'll twirl some tonfa. Where did I put the chucks? Oh, they're up on the table. Artistic dance poses in black and white film seems like an idea. That... Yeah. Anthazar. Okay, tell you what. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a little photo shoot. It's going to be difficult, you know, because I got to do it by myself. But I have a black backdrop, you know, so Fairy Mary, hello, welcome. I'm not just a thirst trap fly. Yeah, you know, something kind of gave me that impression, believe it or not. See, that's the thing about tonfa is that I can plug it directly into like kickboxing. That's the way I block, because that's the way you should, roundhouse kicks. I tried blocking roundhouse kicks with a single hand, and that's how I broke this knuckle. It's 1, 2, down, up, side, side, out. Very dramatic, you know. in competition, I really like doing this because you can get the clap. If you get it really spot on, it wakes up the room, you know. But imagine like if cops fought with like not just a baton that you like swing like this, but like if someone comes at me with a knife, of all the karate weapons I have, this is the weapon I would want to like shield and then, you know, like keep that at a distance. That's just me. What do I know? I'm mad. Let's see. Something like that. Thoughts on combat sambo? Hell yeah. They do not mess around. They pressure test, they wrestle, they do a lot of stuff. I'm big on foot sweeps and like leg sweeps and stuff like that. You know, it's totally underutilized. You guys got my pants falling down. Oh. Is that my fate? Chuck Norris's son. Is capoeira a legit martial art or is it choreographed dance moves? Kind of here and there. The thing that capoeira has is surprise. Like, it's unpredictable. Like, they're just swinging around and then you don't know, and then all of a sudden this heel just comes out of nowhere, right? This is not Diddy, no. No oil. But, so it has some legit techniques. The problem is, a lot of capoeira, it like puts you into compromising positions. So like, it's a lot of like head forward, which unless you're gonna do takedowns, which capoeira does not really have, they have like scissor moves where you like do a takedown this way, if that makes sense, where you kind of like sweep in that sort of motion. But we've seen people get knocked out in the UFC by capoeira techniques. One of them is the hand plant kick. So you put your hand down and then you bring that leg up behind you. It's really hard to land, but because you can plant, you can really throw yourself into it and obliterate people. Shonen is correct. Capoeira was a martial art disguised as a dance by slaves from Brazil. Yeah, so they weren't allowed to fight. Because if you saw like slaves like boxing, you'd be like, oh, they're ready to, they're gonna come for me. But if they're like playing music and it's like, and they really don't do it hard. They're not like blasting these kicks. It's very slow, you know, and then it's like someone kicks, right? And so they'll like dodge here and then throw their own kind of slow, and then like, you know, it's like, it's playful. Capoeira is great if you want to develop overhead ability. Like, the people I know that have done capoeira transferred like directly into circus stuff because they can do anything on their hands. No, it's Johnny Sands. Put your white belt away and go to work. On what? Pine Sanitarium? On what? Work on what? Yeah, and usually Antazar is talking about it looks choreographed when he sees it. And yeah, when you see the sequences when it's two people and they do the like spin kick back and forth, that is choreographed. Your instinct is correct. But when it's in the circle, you know, I can't remember the name for it, then it's improvised. So, but if you're watching something, especially like with a spotlight and a stage, it's choreographed. There's a good representation of capoeira in one of the Ong Bak movies. I think it's like the second or third one. Tony Jaa fights a capoeira guy. And there's like a bunch of water everywhere, so like all these like sweeping kicks are like splashing stuff, you know? Super cool. Yeah, definitely check it out. It will give you strength in unconventional ways. Um, yeah, I mean, just like handstand control is crazy. Capoeira wheel kick is a lethal weapon. Oh yeah, because again, they can throw. Pitching the body weight is like a catapult for the leg that comes over the back. Tenshokata. Imagine doing capoeira in a real fight when you're drunk. You'd be dancing. Nicki Minaj. Kick, fall, take a sip at the bottom, you know. Andrew Tate from Timu, you're super late on that specifically. That's like the fourth one tonight. When I first saw Jackie Chan do Drunken Master, I thought that was fake too. But I can see some truth in technique, yeah. Because it's unpredictable. And the thing is, like, a hook is just this shape. And like, if you can start from weird positions, bam. There's a guy, it's like Prince something or other. If you look Prince boxing something or other, he's super wacky, and it like his punches come out of nowhere, and it's like nobody knows how to deal with him because you only practice for specific scenarios and combinations, and then someone just breaks the rules. But that's the thing, you have to learn the rules first in order to figure out how to break them effectively. Hating on another man, bro, kind of gay. Well, you know, it would be probably the 300th time I've been called gay just in these lives. Sometimes I do capoeira with my girl to dodge her slap. You look like my old coworker Matt. He bakes cakes. I thought he was gay, but he isn't. Well, my name isn't Matt, so, you know, I do not bake cakes. Bam. This is how you're supposed to guard with this. Not this. Tuck that shit in. They just magic ripped and got chucks. Yeah, you know, I'm no stranger to the hate. And here's the thing, like, here's the rub that everyone's gonna hate. A lot of this is for free. A lot of it's genetics. I mean, I eat well, you know, like I don't eat crazy, but I have always had a crazy metabolism. I have like good lat insertions and like a narrow waist. So, you know, I have some good, like, I'm set up, and then I get arms for free. I don't really do a lot of arms, but I just have them. Nice projection. That's the thing, is like, when you actually learn to fight and then you fight, you drop all of that, like, oh, you're gonna be better than man did. It's like, you don't get it, man. You have not seen a man get turned into, you know, a vegetable for 30 seconds. And, you know, he's like a dad of 40 and he gets choked out. You know, like there's There's bigger shit. I'm just joshing. Stay mad, SpongeBob arms. Exactly. I'm all arms. That's all I do is arms. And then you go, oops, I didn't commit. And you go upside down, right? Here. You can reverse it. So now I'm going forward, and then you, of course, you do the flip, right? You can go backwards and do the flip. To go upside down, and then you flip it back, and you're right side up. On the back side. One lab, that's an interesting comment. I don't know if I can show it. It's a bit on the edge. But what would I do? Probably, I mean, if he's breaking in for it, you know, at least offer me something. Are there new fighting techniques being invented, or are they pretty much all covered? I mean, in terms of striking, we've pretty much figured it out. I mean, we know the good angles. Again, you can get unorthodox shots to work. You know, it's the exception to the rule. But in terms of striking, we've kind of figured it out. We only have the 2 arms and legs. The place where we are coming up with new material is jiu-jitsu, where like these wacky ways to like twist the ligaments and stuff, that is new. It's based on the same principles that exist, right? But that's where innovation is happening in the martial arts. Watch Kung Fu Hustle if you want to learn Kung Fu. Oh, you think so? You think so? 110. I don't understand that name. I wouldn't go for nunchucks in a self-defense scenario. I have done it to intimidate people. We had these homeless motherfuckers that like, not that homeless are bad, but like these guys were coming up and like throwing their beer bottles on our front door. And so I chased some guy dressed pretty much how I am now with nunchucks, like, get back here, scared him off so he wouldn't come back. One time, oh man, I haven't told this story. One time I was in my apartment, right, over the summer and between like semesters in college, and I was subletting, so I wasn't informed that somebody was coming to the property that day for like an inspection. So I got out of the shower, no one else is there, so I'm not wearing any, I'm just walking around, and then someone starts fiddling with the door, and I'm like, oh my God. And then the lock turns, I was like, oh fuck. So I grabbed my nunchucks, my graphite ones, which are, they have like a steel chain, so they sound way more intimidating. And I was just like, oh my God, this is it. This is it. Someone's breaking in. It's gonna happen. And then the door opened and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And turns out the property manager was training a new employee on doing new apartment inspections. It was her first day. Yeah, Antazar. How much are nunchucks? It depends. You can get cheap foam ones for $10. These are probably like, I don't know, 20, 30. If you get fancier ones, you know. Imagine entering a bar with nunchucks. I mean, first of all, if someone walks in with nunchucks, it's like, at first it's like, oh man, but then you just realize they're like a fedora neckbeard. You know, like someone comes in with a samurai sword and it's like, if you have to carry the samurai sword around and make it a big deal of like, here's the sword, you can't use the fucking sword, and I bet it's not a real one, I bet it's that display shit that cracks. This never happened. It happened. It happened. It was, and I didn't back down because I was like, ah, and they were like, oh, I'm sorry, and they explained it, and so I put on a robe, and then I just followed them around the apartment, just like, because I was like amped up. I thought I was getting broken into. But is it a Hattori Hanzo sword? Yo, bald. What? Oh, fuck. When did my hair fall off? I like you, actually. Let's not fight. You're funny. Thank you. See, but I'll play fight with my friends, you know? You want to, like, do something like, tickle, 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 pap. You know what I mean? Anyway, the Tichu. Yeah, so there are these, like, techniques in old school karate where it's like, because the Tichu used to have a spike on the end. So you stab it into the rib cage and then you pull and you just zip. Are you in jail? No. No. I can't with this dude. What can you with? Bro, never trained? Dude, if I never trained, my spine wouldn't be fucked up and I'd be like 50 pounds heavier with muscle. Okay. Happy Ramadan, is it? Why the long face? I don't have a long face. It's pretty short. I have a long head. Look at how much fucking skull I have. Look at this. He even says karate with an accent. That's how you know he's trained. Or, Nihongo wa hanashimasu. Boku wa 上手ではない。でも、僕は大好きです。Know what I'm saying? What's your favorite video game? Man, it's like either... My favorite video game's either like Skyrim, I've probably put 2,000 hours into. I've put over 1,000 hours into Fallout. So I like open world, kind of like single player games. Right now I'm playing Marvel Rivals a lot. That's sort of multiplayer. I'm a rogue main. I like to tank. Teemu Jason Statham. I like that. Weapon of ass destruction. You did not meet me when I was a power lifter, and my ass measurement was 47. Okay. Are you a black belt in bullshitso? No, I haven't trained in that. I would love to. It looks very fun. A lot of like nut kicks, you know. I already have the nunchucks, but I learned that from the Power Rangers, so, you know. Bald bestie. You look like Obama? I don't. Zoomer dabs. Oh, I'm behind on chat. That's the problem. Can it stop a bullet? No. I like this dude. He's funny. Thank you. Are you circumcised? That's for me to know and for you to worry about frantically for weeks on end. See, the truth, you're trying to Bart Simpson me again. Karate Kid Ralph Duccio. You're goated. Respect. Thank you, poop URL. Show me a way to hit a guy bigger than me. Okay. If he's bigger than you, then proportionally his limbs are going to be longer than yours. So he's going to have you on reach. So in order to hit a guy that's bigger than you, I'm assuming you also mean taller, right? You either have to get crazy and dome him like from a crazy angle, which is risky. If he's bigger than you, he might be able to just pick you up and dump your ass. You know what I mean? So what I would do is get in super quick, try and like get inside the guard, right? Boom, here. And then from here, short shots like up to the chin, pop him there, kind of opens him up. You can have a little bit of time to load up for this liver shot. Let me get Bob. Hold on. God damn it. God damn it. We're doing the karate. We're doing karate. God damn it. Okay. You see Bob, right? He's a white belt. So if Bob is bigger than me, it's like I can't reach him, right? So you want to go like here. Get really like inside deep. You can get head position here, right? If you can control his range, he's stronger than you, but like you're already fucked. You know what I mean? If he's bigger, stronger, longer, wink, you are pre-fucked, okay? So you gotta like get in here, elbows. That's what I would do, elbow. I'm actually releasing a video on elbows very soon. I gotta edit instead of dicking around on YouTube Live. But that's coming. So a lot of the elbows, you can like devastate people. You can cut people from short range. Even like these like short shots here. It's super available. So what I would do is get in, blast him with elbows, bam, maybe break this collarbone, pow, hammer fist, bam, bam, behind the ears, pow. No six-pack unless you are blind? Really? Really? 2, 4, 6. We're working on 8. I have, look at this. I have the V. You see that? Do you see? I do not look like. Love the hair ratio, thank you. Healthy Asmongold. Stuck up in his house, but all he does is work out. And it's my birthday. Can I get a shout out? Well, Jax. Hello. What do you want for your birthday on Bob? You want like a something like that? Anyway, get in here. Here, like, I have a lot of space to work. I mean, granted, he's going to be like, probably, if he knows anything about clinching, he might be fucked, right? If you can get up here and bring his head down to your level, you know, you might be able to knee him in the face. Again, you're lifting your leg, which gives him the opportunity. It's just a natural instinct to, like, scoop stuff up. Bro, you not natty? I am. The biggest I ever got was 220. I had a 46-inch chest measurement. Most of that was lats. I'm very back heavy. I had 17.5-inch arms. I think my waist was like 32. And, I had 27-inch thighs. And they were so big that they rubbed each other. And like, I got bald spots there for a long time. Mr. Pollard, I can't show that. That's your gym, bro? Yeah. Rings, weights. I have a Pilates reformer in the other room. I have a Roman chair. I have Bob. I have a double end bag for speed work and like reflex stuff and basic head movement. I have battle ropes. So I have things you couldn't imagine in this room. All right? You cannot conceive of what I might have in this room. I subscribe. Hope to see you soon. Oh, thank you, Poop URL, for subscribing. I appreciate it. You clearly are making this up as you go. Really? How could I prove to you that I'm not making it up? Why don't you test me? Do you have diarrhea? No, I'm good. Looks like bald Captain America. I'll fucking take it. Are you kidding me? Are your hands registered as lethal weapons? No, that is a myth. There used to be a thing you could just mail in. You mailed in like $40, and they like send you a little certificate, but it's not official. Bro's delay is crazy. How far up am I? I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say that in my angry voice. You're not doing it right if you messed up your back. Yeah, I didn't know I had scoliosis. And so when I injured it on my 585 deadlift, I got it up and I like almost blacked out. And my legs went numb for like 10, 15 minutes. I mean, I just had like 4 MRIs for my back. So I didn't know that. And so like I partially tore a ligament lifting weights. What I didn't do right is pace myself. So I wanted the PR so bad that I pushed it when I was exhausted. He's a real one, bro, reading every comment. The ones that I can read. My favorite video game Zoomer? I think I answered that. Andrew Tate off Wish. Bet you have a mean headbutt. Yeah. Phrenology? Oh, fuck off. Sing me happy birthday. Okay, hold on. It's not copyrighted, right? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mr. Bennett. Happy birthday to you. Oh, I'm super behind shit. Okay. My boys and I have our own martial art. It's wrestling with the first 7 forms of Tang So Do. It's called Fuck You. Okay. Y'all be nice to him or I'll find you. Red Dead 2? Oh, hell yeah. Play World Tanks now. Shit talking? I'll talk some shit. You look like Andrew Tate mixed with Pee Wee Herman. I like that. So many more haters. Thank you. I love your hairstyle. Thank you. Let's see some fast moves. How far behind am I? Oh my God. Wish I could grow a beard like yours. Thank you. I got made fun of. I was shaving by my 13th birthday. Everyone made fun of me. And then as I became an adult, people were like, oh, I wish I, blah, blah, blah. And I had chest hair and I was embarrassed by it. People call me Wolverine, which is actually a pretty cool nickname. Hair grown in the wrong spot. I think it's in the right spot. When did you realize you're an extreme homosexual? I'm waiting for the enlightenment. You look like Andrew Tate mixed with Pee Wee Herman. I know. What's the weapon in your hand? Nunchucks? Bro looks like the kid who was bullied at school. I was. That's why I took karate and how I met the Green Power Ranger. So, never been in a real fight. I've stopped so many fights, you have no fucking idea. Too many participation trophies. Oh, the participation trophies, yes. Oh no. Oh, I'm weighed down by all of this participation. Grand champion, gold, first place. I just participated so heavily that I won fucking everything. I am the grand champion. That's my purse. Asking for a friend, what's Bob's number? Bob, I haven't gotten a peep out of Bob in years. And I've been trying, you know? Bob's the only opponent he can fight. Bob don't fight back. That's true. I have already beaten all of my enemies, and so now I'm just lounging in retirement. Dude would smoke 99% of chat. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like if you know how to fight and you wanted to fight me, why the fuck would you announce it? I'm gonna fight you, get ready. No, if you wanted to fuck me up, you would just pop, 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 elbow, 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 elbow. I don't like spear elbows, they're horseshit. Wink. I'm so far behind. I'm sorry. He's probably strong. I am. I don't know you. Get me back my purse. This man's mom's going to tell him to be quiet soon. I do not live with my mother. Andrew Tate, Pee Wee Herman. Nice nips. Thank you. That's not a six-pack. Twisted dick. Give him the old dick twist. What the fuck did I just scroll into? Michael? We can do anything here. Okay? Okay? I can put on a little show. I can do nunchucks. All right? I can entertain. I can sing. That's hairlines, not muscle. That's... I see a zesty man. Thank you. Thank you. Bit malnourished. I supplement heavily. I got my vitamins. Always finish with the groin stomp. How far behind am I? Holy shit. Can you do Bob's voice? No, I got to hear it first. Zero chin. Yes, that's true. So I have to grow the beard out. So like I will trim this for a while because I don't really have a jawline either. It's like, I mean, I'm thin, so like you can see it. You know, like you can see my cheekbones, but I don't have the structure. So like I have to build it out with the beard. So I go chin first so that like really comes forward. Do your best kick. Keep pulling them pants lower. Oh, thank you, Anthazar. It's actually a nice kick. Let's face it, he looks like everyone. Do a backflip. I can't do backflips. None of these moves would work. Okay, Don Dumplings. Let me know when dinner's ready. Anyone ever heard of a skinwalker? I would be a Wendigo in 1 second. I would be a horrible, gnarled creature of the woods for immortality, okay? So if you got a line on a deal with the devil, let me know. You have a set of balls. They can be kicked. I've been kicked in the balls during sparring. And I've even like gone to my sensei and be like, hey, he kicked me. And he's like, why don't you tell him? But it's illegal. He's like, tell him that. And so you learn, you get kicked in the groin enough, and it's like, nope, keep fighting, and you have to keep, defending. You're not throwing kicks, you know what I mean? You're mostly like posting up. But you learn. So I have trained to defend. I have a younger sibling. I have trained to defend groin kicks for many years. Can you do a triple backflip kick? No. That mannequin can beat your ass. I wish he would. You're a little zesty, but I'd still roll around with you. Thank you. Do a Karate Kid crane kick, please. Okay. We're going to go nice and easy here, right? Boy, neck snaps easy. Yeah, my neck is pretty thin. It was only big when I was powerlifting, but that was when I was like constantly stressing the neck with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Tornado Tom, that's so funny. I wish I could show that. Poop chest. This guy's making all of this shit up. Does it? No, it doesn't stink in here. He doesn't even have a chin. He never had muscles. He never had a street fight. If you're getting into street fights, you're fucking up. Like, I don't go around puffing up my chest at other men because I don't need to prove anything to anyone else. Are you walking here? I'm not threatened by anyone walking around me. Bro thinks he can fight, but would definitely run. Running is kind of hard. Do you have a Pendragon? I don't. Chicken butt. My friend takes karate, but we was always down. Okay, he's so full of shit. Prove it. How old am I? Late 30s. How come you don't have a chin? I don't know. You'd have to ask my ancestors, because it's in the family. Put a shirt on, skinny mini. No. See, I had the robe on and everyone was complaining. Definitely the weakest man in the room at all times. I have been the strongest man in the room at all times, and let me tell you, it is very powerful. You walk in and you're huge, right? And people look at you and they kind of go, ugh. He's never lost a fight because he's never been in a fight. I've lost fights. Well, I've lost many sparring matches. I have a temper, I have a six-pack. Hey! Our twins. Rope dart's my favorite. Tomo, I see you hating still, bro. You're going to convert eventually. Guy's pretty legit. What's up, Nordic? Guy needs a shirt. That's not legit. Your mom mad at you for not moving out? No, mom wants me to move in. Hella energy hating on another man. They haven't figured it out yet. They're projecting because they're uncomfortable with the cognitive dissonance, you know, where it's like, I have to bring up his pecker. I have to bring it up, but I'm not gay. Someone clip that for sure. YouTube pays me to hate. Rope dart or meteor? I'll show you. You mean this? This guy is very feminine. I'm quite sure he's gay. And more than likely, he will be the weakest man in the room at all times. What's the saying? If you have to tell people you're the king, you're not the king. Okay? If you got to tell me I'm weak and you would beat my ass, well, that's saying a lot about you. And if ballet dancing and being feminine, if that's feminine, then, sorry, but it's gotten me a lot of attention from women. You should try it sometime. Scoliosis ninja. Yeah, exactly. Proper gay lord. Dang, they let you out from prison? Is he growing a shirt? Yeah. He's waiting for his Tinder date. Hating on another man is gay, bro. You still small, grow some height. I'm working on it. Golden what? 4 times Waco kickboxing champion winner? You're a woman? Your opinion on fighting is irrelevant? I have been beaten in sparring by women many times. It's just, they were taller than me and very skilled. Did you bulk? Yes, I bulked heavily. I did a dirty bulk. It was very hard on my organs. I do not recommend. Well, sometimes you have to, right? Because I look like this. I don't try to look like this. So when I'm trying to gain weight, it's super hard. So now I'm older, and so now I can't just eat a fuck ton of meat all day anymore. You know what I mean, Anthazar? I don't know if he's still here. You're the 1% he would have a good fight with. Can you do a backflip? I can't anymore. No one cares, Tomo. You a pro hater. Yeah, paid haters. The light reflecting is kind of bright. I'm sorry. Oh, off my head. Oh, you got me. Okay, you got me. Upside down egghead. That's funny. I defeated all my enemies. Hilarious. They perished in the crucible of battle. Okay, so I can't do a ton with the meteor hammer because it's hard to control. The good thing is it's like nunchuck mechanics, right? So it's like the same sort of principle. You have to like put your, oh my, did I just figure out the elbow cast? I've never been able to do, oh fuck, see, now I can't do it. Did I just figure that out live? Oh my God. Okay, well, anyway, you do the foot one, right? That's my favorite. You basically front kick in the direction of what you want to hit. And I want to hit Bob in the face. I got him in the body. Throat. Shit. Okay. Kind of like that. You understand? Show me a tornado. Can you punch a hole in your wall to show your strength? Talk to me when I was 19 years old, because yes. Walls are not made very durably anymore. My name is Kyle, so based on the name, I must drink an energy drink and put a hole in the wall. Immune to uppercuts. Exactly. I think most high school wrestlers can probably take any karate guy. I think you're right. High school wrestlers are no joke. They're in their physical and hormonal prime in terms of like just the testosterone, and they can get injured and just bounce back, right? And they don't get injured. They can just do stupid shit and get away with it. Most karate people have injuries. Tomo's a bum. How's your teep throat game? That's a muscle you work out, bet? That's funny, Marty. I like that. Do you fight points or spar? I've done both. I've been in competition-focused dojos that did like the point fighting. Most of the time, I've been in like older school where I bled on 3 gis, and it was so bad that like since it was like, you can't keep wearing the blood-stained gis anymore. And I'm like, but it's cool. And they're like, it's fucking disgusting. It's like a biohazard. So I've done both. I prefer old school, actually. Because, like, the problem with point sparring is I can't build, right? I can't, like, set up stuff, right? It's only 1 round. So I can't, like, fuck with you for a while, establish patterns, and then break them. Like, set you up with the front kick, and then you question mark kick them. I can't do that because as soon as I touch them, it's over, right? Or if they do like, it's over. And it's like, well, that's not my fighting. Coke flavor, I see that comment, thank you. Jessica, are you Johnny Sins? No. Dodge this, gun emoji. I can't. Single white man talking about fighting. That's true. That's true. Are you Johnny Sins? Are you Johnny Sins? My drunk ass do better. Well, drunken masters, that's a thing. If you're a master. I'm a straight man. You do you, handsome. I destroy you. You got no skills. Wow. A lot of people fighting verbally. Tomo, this dude would kick your head off your shoulders. Cracky chat. Cracky chat. Kiss your enemy. Well, it will certainly disrupt, what they're doing. You're still behind on your commentaries. Hope you get this before you sign off. Just want to say it was so good. Oh, I am super behind. I am so sorry. How are there this many comments? Are you Johnny Sins? I'm so confused. No, different man. Still have many skills. This clown. Would you stand 1 round? No. Can you take Steven Seagal? Yeah. Tell him that. Tomo, I'm nearly 50 and would smash you. That's possible. You have a weapon, who's the bitch now? Weapons are fun for me. I did weapons because it's fun to like pretend to be a Ninja Turtle. My focus has been unarmed. Krav Maga, Muay Thai, kickboxing, Dutch style. I've done the karate. I've tried capoeira. I did that in college. Andrew Tate got so mad he fell off, he decided to fight. Van Damme did ballet, so I agree on that. Yeah. Bruce Lee did the cha-cha. I have won Latin ballroom competitions. No big deal. No more yapping about another man's body. Real men catch bullets. I don't think that's true. Is that like arm attachments for Bob? Never seen that. Yeah, it's a jacket. So it plugs onto his shoulder caps. And then he wears it like a jacket. You pull these straps. So I think it's like maybe $100-ish bucks. Definitely worth it. I mean, they're really high quality. They're like stiff enough to where you can like do some hand fighting work with them. I'm gonna start wearing a dress to feel comfortable. Andrew really decided that being a red pill wasn't enough. He's a lost cause, man. I'm gaining respect for this man. Security! The crazy, demented, mad martial artist, weapons expert, cannibal, devourer of worlds. I'm that far behind? Oh my God. Gayer, I look like a gayer John Travolta? How do you look gayer than John Travolta? It looks stronger by the day. When did Robert get arms? He's had arms. I just don't always let him have them. I hear walls in Europe are made of concrete or some shit. Yeah, like stone. So, you know, the place, Kyle is actually a Scottish name, but I don't think they're punching holes in castles. When you say question mark kick, you mean axe kick? I don't know if I can do an axe kick. It's super hard on my back. So I can't go super high, but like you just bring the legs straight down. I can tell you right now, unless you train the axe kick like really, really, really hard and you really develop good hamstrings, it's not gonna work. Like I've been closer to blowing out my hamstrings doing axe kicks and hitting a target, because that's the thing, your leg is straight and then it hits the target, so it like hyperextends it at its most stretched position. That's not good. Where are you from? I'm from the West Coast of the United States. This guy's shadow beats him up. That shadow is very intimidating. Bro, nobody called him Andrew Tate yet. That's hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Zoomer Dabs is back. Kyles are ripping monsters and punching brick walls. Yes. Do you have any advice to stop drinking? You kind of look like Adam Driver. Thank you. I get that a lot. My name's also Kyle, so it's like Kylo Ren. Especially, hold on. You want to see the full effect. I'll show you. Advice on stopping drinking. First of all, if you try to do anything that you've been doing in excess, if you try and stop immediately, it's going to be hard. So I would recommend, if you're unable to like bring yourself down, right? Or like make arbitrary rules, right? Like practice putting it off. At first, it's going to start off very small, right? It's like, I won't grab a beer for 10 minutes. And then you just see if you can wait 10 minutes to do it. And then you're like, on the next one, it's like, okay, I'm going to try 15 minutes. Try 15. You can literally, you're building willpower. You're literally creating new neural connections to make that easier. The struggle, when it's like, ugh, that's literally your brain reaching out. So like when you push, when you feel that like, you will unlock the next level. And you just got to do it in little steps, right? Maybe I judged too soon. Thank you, Tomo. So many online fake stuff. Yeah, and I'm not into that. And I've done the traditional karate game for a long time. This is all karate gis. Like, I've done the time, so it's hard. And everyone wants to sell something, right? I want to, I should be selling some time, you know what I mean? But I'm not. So, but I'm in the karate world, so I'm not used to making a lot of money. Zoomer, I'm 9 days sober today from the weed after 10 years. Only thing that ever helped me ever was trusting in God. That's crazy. 10 years. That's hard. And people don't understand, people that haven't been addicted to this stuff, they don't really understand, right? They're like, oh, why don't you just put it down? And it's like, you are so out of your element. You have no idea what you're talking about. At that point, it's like, we're animals. You know what I mean? And we have made the most concentrated versions of things. And it's like, of course you're addicted. Of course, because this could never, why do raccoons keep showing up to businesses? Because they got fed peanut butter and they've been eating dead animals and stuff. So of course you're gonna do that. Who knows what he's saying, yeah. Everyone subscribe. Thank you, Zoomer Dabs. Please. I test people until I know they are real. Well, I would just hope that you wouldn't push anyone away that doesn't have the because I don't really care if people want to troll me, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit mischievous myself. So speaking of mischievous, so I'm no stranger to that. Listen, I was a dancer, okay? I had people telling me I was too fat, I was too thin, I was too muscular. That was a big one, okay? All right, let's get dramatic. You guys want to get dramatic? I do. You do not understand, do you? God damn it. Now I gotta cycle through all of them. There we go. See, I knew. I got the right one. Can I rub your head? Yeah, it's actually good luck. Flip. I know the whole God thing is a sore subject for some people, but I really use him as a strength. At the end of the day, it's temptation. You can't do it alone. Whatever gets you there, Some people develop little rituals. Some people replace, right? So they'll eat a candy or something. Not that candy's good, but they'll do things like that to kind of. It's like compromise. Sometimes compromising can be huge. If you don't want to, if you're drinking 10 sodas a day and you can't bear diet sodas, replace one of those with diet. Don't do all of them, right? You got to microdose difficult things. I own my mistakes. Shonen, I think it's all about mentality. I was able to go cold turkey on drinking and smoking over a year ago after years of excessive consumption and haven't turned back. That is the real secret. The secret to a diet, to making major change, honestly, in my opinion, the thing that not always, right? But the thing that will really work is when you hit rock bottom, right? People don't lose weight for 5 pounds because it's they start losing massive amounts of weight because they are so fucking tired of being tired and hurting and just feeling awful. Sometimes you have to hit that bottom to be I will do anything to not feel like this for one more day. One more day, I can't do it. I can't do it. So you go on the diet. And then you realize the diet isn't as hard as you imagined it to be, right? I wax poetic about this in my little horse stance training video, but... Oh, I guess this is dead. But you would be shocked at what you can actually do. Shonen, you're exactly where I plan to be a year from now. Awesome. I love to see it. And that's all it is. It's like people are on different timelines. I didn't get my black belt for 20 years, you know? But I'm better than a lot of black belts. I've beaten I've beaten 10th degree black belts. It doesn't really matter. I got a video on that too. Okay? It doesn't really matter. It matters how you train, how aware you are of your body, how effectively you can use your tools. Because I can't do certain things, right? But other people can. My job made me want to drink a lot, but I just quit 2 days ago and I'm getting a new one. Hey, that's awesome. Sometimes that's stress, and what if you're driven to drink and stuff, it's like you're getting a double whammy of the stress, and that is not good. And you know, sometimes it's tough when it's like, well, I have to take a pay cut, or you know, but you got to think about quality of life because you got to live every day doing that. Joe, I'm a purple belt in BJJ, yellow in judo, white in taekwondo, white in bang muay thai. I've done bang muay thai. Yeah. Oh yeah. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, up. Right? 6, 7. I think 8 is uppercuts, right? 8, 9, 10 here, and then 11 would be hook, jab, upper. Bang Muay Thai, hell yeah. Tomo, I'm a second Dan black belt in kickboxing. What style of kickboxing has belts? But I had a bike accident, so legs are messed up. Yeah, I mean, I used to be able to kick way better. I used to be able to kick behind myself above the head. I can't anymore with my back. Even the stuff I've been doing tonight, it's like, oh man. Sorry to hear, Tom. I hope you can recover. That's right. We wish every injured person recovery. Used to own my own gym, fight academy, martial arts. What happened, Tomo? Why do you say you used to own a gym? Glad you're still with us, Tomo. Hell yeah. You're past the trolling, dude. Tomo, but now I'm fat and done. Well, you know, fat is just a state. Fat is not something you have like hit and now you are trapped there. Hurts. It's hard. It was so tough coping with the fact that like I can't be swept and land on my back. I'll be fucked. And like that sucks. And like I want to fight hard. Like I want to hit hard and I want to spar really, really fucking hard. I want to just lay into people. I can't. It's so frustrating. It's to have the skills and strength to do all these things, but to have like a glass spine. It's like it's torture. It's like I could do a backwards tornado hook kick. I'd fuck myself up. So I can't like prove it to you. Tomo, I feel for you, man. Never give up on the mentality. You always be tough. And that's what it's mental. The mental affects the physical and the physical affects the mental. If you feel like shit here, you're gonna start thinking like shit because all of this works on the same stuff. What should we call you? Can't kick from my chair, bro. Sensei? You can call me, if you are actively learning from me, you can call me Sensei. You can call me Sensei if you want. Even if you take one of my classes, even if it's a karate class, we're in the gis, I got the belt. If you don't call me Sensei, I don't really care. I'm not really, I'm not about that. My daughter carrying it for me. She's 17 and kicks ass. That's awesome. It's awesome that you have someone to help and it's, you know, one of your own kids. It's hard sometimes, you know, like not everyone's kids can help their parents. And then you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe you feel like bad or something where it's like your child is helping you, where it's like a role reversal, you know, but that's life. Life is like cyclical. It's not linear. I was walking with a cane for over a year and now I'm doing all these kicks. I was convinced that I was not gonna be able to walk, frankly. But that wasn't the case. So, and I was like 120 pounds, no muscle, just like skin and bones, no strength. So you can come back, even if it takes a long time, even if it takes forever, you know, like you have the time. And you can only do, remember, it's like, oh, I have like 50 pounds to lose. You can't lose 50 pounds in one day. You can't. So like, just do what you can do in a single day, whatever you can do, and whatever you can sustain, that's enough. And you just keep doing that, and it stacks up over time. It's like an investment. I've converted. Hate it, but I still do it nightly. Tom was shitting on you 2 seconds ago. Look, Tom is juggling quite a lot. All right, let's give Tom a little break. Sometimes you just got to exert yourself and express yourself, and then, you know, you're a little loose. I'm on the East Coast, Shonen. Os. Thank you, my Seito. Appreciate you stopping by. Y'all can take a lesson away from this. Live that mental fortitude triumphs. Okay, if you're struggling with addiction, with stuff that is really, it's like, it feels like you're hitting a wall and you can't take it, please watch the horse stance video, okay? Spoiler alert, I did a horse stance. I've only ever done them for like 5 minutes at a time, right? Never really like trained for endurance. So as a point, I started a horse stance and started a timer. And wouldn't you know, I went for a long time. Okay, look at how long the video is. I'm basically doing a horse stance through the entire thing. It is mental. It is mental. If you can unlock the power of getting comfortable, just being uncomfortable and like seeing how long you can hold it, right? It's like, oh, I'm hungry. See how long you can be there without taking action. Just see how long you can feel the hunger, and then it passes. And then it's like, oh, it wasn't an emergency. It just feels like an emergency. Exactly. That's how your body gets you to do shit. It lies to you. You have to stop. You must stop, because if you... It's fine. It's fine. Trying to feel the man out. Now I know he's real. I am a real one. Joe, dude, I want to be a student. You do video lessons. I have recorded one like basics lesson. I'm setting up the Patreon to do like live lessons, because that's the ultimate, right? Like, you can get a lot from a video, but when you can get feedback directly, right? So I'm going to do that too, where it's like, we'll have the classes, we'll have the regular training videos that are just standalones. I'll do what I'm going to call Black Belt Boot Camp. That'll be like a fitness thing. That'll be like a members only thing. We'll do a bunch of classes. So if you want stuff other than karate, you got to tell me. Because like, I'm just going to assume people want to do karate classes. You know, I'm going to also do like a masterclass series where I'm just going to focus on like the question mark kick. And I'm going to do like an hour of just question mark kick. That'll probably be maybe a members only. But all of this is coming. So you just keep asking for stuff and I will give it to you. Your daughter fighting is so badass. She can carry on your legacy. Hell yeah. Like I said, I've seen so many fakes online, but now I see this man is real. Thank you. Thank you. Bob, nobody asked you a goddamned thing. I'm a little abusive to Bob, but he won't talk to me. I'm not exaggerating. I train twice a day, 7 days a week for the last 6 months. I've lost 66 pounds. I'm 41. Hell yeah, Joe. That's what we like. We like hard work. Basically, if you are chasing your potential, I respect you. That is like the biggest thing for me. Oh, God, I gotta pop my back. Oh. that's the biggest thing for me is potential, right? If you are trying to see how far you can push yourself, what you can learn, I respect the hell out of that. That's my favorite thing on the planet. Joe, that's so sick. That's dedication, Joe. See, Tomo? Miss my legs, to be honest. Miss my club. Hey, man. I'm sorry. But hey, you gotta look at it as like sometimes when people play video games, like when I do it, I'll do like a challenge run, right? So like I very often I do like an unarmed version, right? So no weapons, no armor, very much this is what I believe in, right? Uh, so you think of it that way where it's like a unique kind of challenge you got to work around. Getting creative is going to unlock stuff for you. When my back was really bad, I had to figure out unique ways to lift things, right? So, if I have this, let's pretend this is heavy, right? So if I have this heavy thing and I need to get it off the ground, I'm not going to bend over, right? I learned to keep my back straight. So how do I do that? Okay, well, I lunge, open up, and from here, I barely bend over. And then let's say, oh, my back still hurts. Okay, well, from here, I'm going to use my arms, put it on my leg, right? This is the support. Now it's not my back. Now I can get up, right? And I've only lifted it this far. So you get creative by having these problems. So I want to really encourage you to get creative, right? If you miss your legs, get good with those arms, right? You get in and out of that chair, just do a few extra of these and you will get gigantic triceps, right? You got to stop thinking about fitness or martial arts about like, oh, it's 1 hour this often a week, we're not built like that. We're built to be flexible and mobile and do things every day. Zoomer dabs. I've been drinking heavy since my dad died when I was 23. I'm 25. Damn. That sucks. I'm very close to my dad. He's been in some car accidents and stuff. It's been very scary. So I can't imagine. So I'm sorry, man. Ick flip. Kyle, I won't lie. I would seriously pay for some classes. My final goal in life would be to fix my physique before it's too late and the mental fortitude. Hey, I'm going to give you that opportunity to pay for classes. 100%. I'm also going to put up classes for free. Like, this isn't just, so I'll have all sorts of stuff. If you want more workout stuff, let me know. Again, my assumption is most people want the karate. So that's what I lean into. But I have all the other, it's just, it's not as strong of a brand, right? To like, just have a dude, going like this versus like I have the black belts. I have, it like, because believe it or not, this is not the first time my credibility has been questioned. Hi, I am French. Oh, bonjour. Where's the mic? I lost the goddamn mic. Okay. Oh, it's on this. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me at all? Dida, je suis désolé, mais je ne parle pas français. I was in Paris for Christmas and New Year's. When was it? Like 2019. Beautiful. Oh my God. I loved it. The food, everyone that says that the French are like mean, they're not. You just can't go like, hey, where's the Eiffel Tower? You would be pissed if someone just came up to you and was like, hey, where's the Los Angeles, like just out of the blue, right? That's not how they do things. If you just approach them like a normal person where it's like, I'm sorry, I don't speak French, I'm trying to look at, they're very helpful. 25, you're so young. Yeah, you have, you could turn your life around 25 more times. Zoomer dabs. Sadly, but I think I'm almost over this depression hump, hopefully. And it might not be instant. It might be something that gradually kind of releases. And then you're like, oh, one day you just kind of look around and it's like, oh, it's gone. I don't really understand. Would your dad be proud of you? My dad is very proud of me. Thanks, guys. Zoomer dad. Dude, you lasted the last 2 years without him and you're still here. That gives me chill. How commendable it is. Exactly. And, that's exactly what your dad would want you to do, Continue soldiering on, be your own man, And I don't know what you believe, but if you believe that he's watching, then you might as well put on a good show, you know what I mean? Exactly. Live for your dad. Do him proud. And know that you will see him again. Stop the drugs. Been there, done that. We love you. You have so many people who care. Stop it now, live. It's and sometimes it is it's not easy, but it is that easy of just making the choice, right? When I chose to become a dancer, I just did it and then I just started committing. Everything fell into place. If you really just give it an honest try and you're not, again, watch the horse stance video, please. I'm begging you because I go into this where it's like uncomfortable is fine. Uncomfortable sucks, but it's not going to kill you or injure you or hurt you, right? So if it's just being uncomfortable, right? Not like pain, misery, right? But if it's like, just like, I don't want to do it. That hurdle is the first hurdle that everyone that has been successful has gotten over. They feel it. That's the thing. They feel just as uncomfortable as you. They're just willing to endure that to get to the reward. Thanks, man. Love you guys too. I love all of you. Losing your audio a bit. Yeah. Oh, God, I'm behind. What would you say would be ballpark price for some classes or a master class? I don't really know. My classes are going to be pretty affordable. You know, a lot of classes I've seen online have been like 15, 20 bucks a pop or something like that. What I want to do is do like classes regularly. So, probably level like $5, $10 max is going to be online like classes. So, if you want private lessons, that's something different, right? But even then, it's like my prices are probably going to be cheaper than everyone else. Um, I did a master class with Rick Houghton. He's a karate sensei, arguably a master. It was like $80, $90 for a private lesson. Um, I probably wouldn't even go that high, honestly. So we'll see. But you know, there will be options for no cost, low cost, right? I want you to participate. I don't want to like milk you for money. Dude, my Taekwondo instructor makes a killing on Zoom lessons. It saved his business. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've done a lot of Zoom lessons plenty of times. I've done I don't even know how many hours. I've done a lot of private lessons over Zoom too, with competition people a lot, where they specifically want to win a certain competition. That's a pretty frequent one, but you know I'm down for even like I might even do like small classes where it's like 5 or 6 people. So I have like because in a big class it's hard to look at everybody and give everyone equal attention, and I don't want to like I want you to get your money's worth. And that's 10 push-ups, colder, warmer, hot. Oh, I'm okay. Only the French Canadians are mean. That's funny. Just can't drive in Quebec. Oh, I know some people that if you get a DUI in the States, that's like a huge deal in Canada, and I don't think they'll let you in. Where are you from? I'm from the West Coast, the U.S. Rate Sean Strickland's stand up pretty good. He gets a lot of flack for being kind of like not super technical, but there's technique in that. He has an interesting style. I finally hit the end of chat. Holy shit. Aikido Queen over here. You look like Ari shape. I don't. I recognize the name, but I don't know who that is. Can Ari do this? Zoomer Deb's going to bed. Oh, thank you for stopping and chatting. It's great talking with you. Ig Flip's gonna head out. It was a pleasure. God bless you all. Hope we cross paths. Oh, domo arigatou. Johnny, friend. We'll see you next time. Strickland just don't give a shit. Are you a BJJ instructor? No, I'm not. I'm a white belt. Bob is wearing my BJJ white belt. Glad you found an outlet, man. You got to learn from the best. Oh yeah. Oh, he was so cool. He's the one that taught me nunchucks. You know, he's the one that taught. It was like, let me see if I can remember. It was in horse stance, and it was like, here, front, left side, which I suck at. And then there's like a sequence forward, I can't remember. But all of these, you know, I'm like, ouch. Got directly on the fingers that time. You gotta shine that head, you'd be blinding people in traffic. It's an attack. Muay Thai, you're fucked. Yeah, exactly. Boxing is the only other fighting style for the streets. I would argue that wrestling is a fighting style just because, like, chances are you don't want to be knocking people out. That person can sue you, right? Like, if they, like, hit you once and then you bludgeon them to, like, into a coma, you're fucked in court. You know what I mean? So, like, it's almost more valuable to be able to control somebody and then wait for the cops to show up, because then you didn't give him brain damage. You didn't make him forget how to, you know, speak his language. So, Moist Critical got a haircut. I think I have a little bit bigger arms than Moist, you know, but if he wants to have a bodybuilding off, I'm down. I'd fight Moist Critical in a friendly sparring match, of course. I'm a woman, and I understand that getting away is number one, but trick moves are what helps in many situations. Yes, you are right. A lot of when I succeed in fighting is not necessarily because I have good technique or because I can do question mark kicks. It's because I'm tricky, right? I will pull off shit that you aren't supposed to do, right? Or I'll like do a weird order, right? Or I'll like sweep the foot just to like psychologically fuck you up, right? Like I won't follow it up, but I'll just take your foot away and then be like, you know? There's fighting is like multidimensional, and the surprise attack, the one that they don't see coming, often is the knockout one. And again, you would be shocked at how little force it actually takes to knock somebody out. Women could do it. If you're a big burly man, if you're not ready and like holding your neck to protect your brain, boop, it just takes a little bit of spin, right? It's hard to knock someone out by hitting them backwards because all of our muscles are in this direction. But when you spin it, like your brain twists, and that's the worst. So that's the key. If you're a woman, if you're smaller, hook. Spin the chin to win. I don't know how to say that name, but os, hello. Any advice on getting better with striking and slipping? Chuck Norris, do something. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff you can do for slipping. So the first thing is to get the right muscles involved, right? So slipping is not with your neck, right? It's with your whole body. So like you see, this leg is sitting still and everything moves away, right? So the slip is not happening here. It's happening here. I drop the weight and I maintain my strong posture, right? I don't curl. I don't like, I'm not a Ninja Turtle. I maintain that strongest position here. So that's the slip, right? So look at my feet, right? So slip. I pivot, I move this hip in towards this one, and I collapse everything here. That is the slip. Then you're ready to fire back, right? It's not the upper body. Your ass should be sore if you're doing head movement. What's your weight? Right now, I'm about like 155, I think. My legs are pretty thin, but I need super heavy pressing to get big legs, and I just don't do that anymore. Little Tate. That's funny. I like that. Stream's gonna end somewhat soon here. I gotta get dinner. That's my favorite. You pinch it here so you can get some tension and then bam, fire it straight forward. How often do you stream on YouTube? Usually, well, I just started recently, like a week or two ago. Maybe like once or twice a week. So I'll do a stream probably Thursday. We'll do like more martial arts stuff. I'll probably have the gi on. I'll be like more prepared to like move explosively. But that depends, right? I'm getting a lot of good feedback from the lives. Not many people are watching the long form, so I definitely want to put time in here and this is the interaction is like the big thing, right? Like I can tell you a bunch of stuff, but if I can like teach you and like get the back and forth, that's where like the real gold is. I studied Kung Fu for years. This wouldn't affect me. Ah, I see. Well, let's see. Do I have anything that would work? Oh, that's dead. I can't use that. I can't use that. Well, let's just see. What kind of Kung Fu are we talking? Because karate has Kung Fu in it. There's like in Seisan, there's. Oops. In Seisan, there's Toronoguchi, mouth of the tiger. It's like a grasping technique. It's actually how my sensei ripped open this gi. There's a hole in this arm from him doing the tiger claw and then like pulling down. He replaced it, so. Then run to fight another day. How to be consistent? You got to start small. So if you try and be consistent with like a huge like you totally change your lifestyle overnight, it's going to be hard. So you got to start with one thing. So like if that consistent thing is, every time you brush your teeth, you do a push-up. That's consistent, right? You can link it to, they call it habit stacking. You can sort of link different things together, right? Every time you make a meal, you do, like 10 calf raises or something. Or you do like a minute of shadow boxing, something like that. It's 1:25 a.m. where I'm at, not the routine love prime time. YouTube Live. Oh, well, the late night is when you can get into the good stuff. I do have some decent. That's pretty good. Sorry for the autocorrect. It's okay, Goblin. I like that name. I'm very big on Goblin Core, right? I like the goofiness. Well, of course, I like the big head, weak chin thing, Circle or right move, bob and weave. Don't stand in front, keep moving. Love your sense of humor and confidence. A lot of people say that. Thank you. I'm confident. I mean, yeah, obviously, like it's easy to be confident about this. But I've also just like really, I've embarrassed myself so many times. You'd learn that it doesn't really matter. Like, if you're fine being embarrassed, you can basically do whatever you want. Oh, thanks, Tomo. Bang, bang, then move. Ha, ha. See, I step a little bit with them. You know, I don't do a lot of, like a jab is like, oh, it's something you do. God, see, I always go late with these lives. Keep them guessing. Pull, Superman, you know? You know what I mean? Sanshin kata. It's Andrew Tate. Oh, wow. Listen, Greg, you were like the 45th person to try that joke. It's you know it's a okay play on words. Okay, Wolverine. Yeah, that was my nickname in high school because I was this hairy, I was this lean. Um, I was smaller, right? I didn't, but I have like kind of a wide shoulder set, so I get a pretty decent line here. All down to the stance they were in. Hey, I like getting carried away. We talk shop on this channel. That's what it's all about. Gravitate to southpaw. Southpaw circle to right. Yeah. And I found like if you just spend time in both stances, you get really comfortable. And so if someone pushes you and you can switch, most people do not train both sides. They have the favorite, which also means their muscles are imbalanced, right? If this is my power hand, right? Like I used to fight like that when I was younger, and the size of my knuckles is vastly different, right? This is my power hand. Is that straight up whiskey? No, it's like a water added. It's like caffeine and like a berry flavor, not whiskey. Oh my god, I can't drinking this much whiskey and then like jumping around and like sloshing. No way, I'd throw up. Surprise them. Always used to fight right. Yeah, and a lot of people will argue like if you have a style that isn't rear hand heavy, then you can put your strong hand in front and just get really stiff. Boom. Sit on those jabs, you know, bam, and make it into like a more primary attack versus just setting it up. I've used the cross as a jab, right? You just kind of touch here. It gives like a false sense of like, this is how far I am, except, you know, I'm not. Because, so if you paw this way, you can easily like throw that lead hand. It's faster. Ghosts and the Goblins. Look, I take a lot of requests. Filipino martial arts was so dope, but nobody in my area teaches it. Yeah, that's hard, especially if you're in like a rural area, forget it. My understanding in Kali, the weapon hand is a dominant hand, basically southpaw. Yeah, totally. Well, I mean, in Filipino martial arts, they don't fuck around. It's very much about like, you're in a knife fight and you need to defend your life. So they don't mess around, you know, they don't do like, it's very basic, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like the 10 directions, right? And it's just this rolling thing. It's amazing. I mean, if you give a collie fighter a machete, you're done. Your ass is Swiss cheese. Miss my legs, miss fighting, never tell her. Yeah, Tomo, I feel you, man. It's like I have these superpowers, but I'm not allowed to use them. Like God damn it. Well, that's how I feel. Oh man, you guys entertain me. I came here to do a little prancing around, which we did. You know, that's good. It's very good. It's very good. Time is it 10:34? Damn. Oh, getting late, but I like it. I like getting into it. The fact when they get a roundhouse, priceless. Yeah, it's always super fun when they don't expect it. It's just so slick. it's God, and when you get someone and they know it and you can see that's like so cool. Oh man, it's only Tuesday. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna do some lifting tomorrow. Karate stream Thursday. Weightlifting Friday. Saturday, and then I gotta try and record again this weekend. The demand for classes is going through the roof, so I gotta get that. I got I got the. Well, you want a little spoiler? Well, I'll save it. I'll save it. I have a little upgrade to the dojo, if you will. We are, bro. You're a good man. Off to bed already. Subbed. Good night. Os. Thanks for hanging out, Tom. I appreciate you being so candid. You know, and it's sometimes you just got to say it, and it turns out everyone else has also been through it. So take solace in that. You're not alone. We've all, we're all in different spots in our journey. So hope you come back. Hope you, figure out your new plan, right? Work the arms. I admit my faults, mate. My bad. Why? No faults. We're good, man. Os. Sayonara. Or what's good night? Konbanwa. That's what it is. It is getting kind of late, Chad. So if you want to see something before we retire for the night, you gotta let me know. Okay? Nobody liked the robe, but it does keep me a little warm. And it's good. If you weren't here for the pirouettes earlier, it's nice to get it's like a cape, basically. You know? You know what I mean? Questions? Concerns? I swear I'm not related to Andrew Tate. I would flee and never put my face online if I were related. How do I contact you for private lessons online? Joe, I'm setting it up. So I haven't started yet, but when that gets started, I'll definitely make an announcement. I'll put links on the main page. If you want to send me an email, my email is themadmartialartist@gmail.com. It's also in the channel page. If you want to send me something there, it'll be a little bit before I get everything up and running, but I will remember and I will let you know what the situation is. And again, there'll be different levels of like big classes. We can do a one on one if you want. That's totally fine. So, yeah, shoot me an email for now. But I will be making some announcements just as soon as I can crank this stuff out. So, uh, I'm on it. And the benefit of the private lesson is, we can, it doesn't have to be like whatever the class is about. If you want to learn how to do a pirouette, that's not super applicable to fighting, but So, and again, it doesn't have to be karate. If you want help with your Muay Thai teeps or whatever, I've been through the ringer. So that's what I would say. Email me for now, but the good stuff's coming soon. So, and leave comments places. On the I'm gonna put out some classes very soon. I have to edit them. I was gonna do that tonight, but then everyone came out of the woodwork asking for all this. So, you know, it's a good problem to have to be here tonight. But I'm cranking it out. I also have a job. I work during the day, so you know, just balancing everything. It's coming. It's coming. Maybe bodybuilding posing class. You know what I mean? Oh man. Oh god. I wish you could hear my back cracking. It's so loud. Oh. All right. In 5 minutes, the stream is going to end. 5 minutes. But in the meantime, Joe, if you catch me live, I'll answer specific questions. Um, you know, I know it's not the same, but I want to help you out and I want to give you information. Because the sooner you know something, the sooner you can work on it, the sooner you can get better. So I understand that. So I'm working. But I mean, I've done like every kind of weightlifting training too. I've done Olympic style lifting, snatching. I've done gymnastics rings. I've done powerlifting, bodybuilding. I've done German volume training, Bulgarian style. I've done squat every day. I wouldn't recommend it. You know, I've done all calisthenics. So really, it's it can be whatever blend of what you want. There's like good reasons to mix and match. Damn, we've been going. We've been going for a while. That's the forearm. I really just want Popeye forearms. Like I want the forearm to take up I want it to be like this thick here. That, you know, that's just how you're built. And I'm lucky to have a forearm that inserts like so high up here that it covers the gap in my bicep because I have the short tendon. So there's like always a gap no matter what I do. But from the front, can't tell. Trade secrets. That's a lot of like, if I were going to teach you to salsa dance, half of it would be the technique, and then half of it would be like how to trick people into believing that you're a professional when you aren't. Because it's not that hard. Um, it's pretty fun. 2 minutes left on the clock. Ask him if he got him. Oh. And let me know what else you want to see, you know? What do you want to see me do live? Just martial arts? You want to see my workouts? You want to watch me do dips and shit like that? I don't know. I don't know. I'm a performer and I'm begging you to let me put on a show for you. Okay? Something like that. I like to do that trick. It's fun. Oh, I don't have the best lighting to catch like the lat. It's almost that time, folks. Well, I appreciate everyone hanging out. It's been a fun Tuesday night. You know, got some good life advice. Got some people, hopefully working on their goals, bettering their situations. So that's nice. Got some trolls. Got a lot of the usuals. You know, people accusing me of being gay or Andrew Tate or gay Andrew Tate. You know. All right, everybody. It's been a great night. I appreciate you. Catch me later this week, okay? I love you.